Um, yeah, my background, uh, I spent 20 years in the world of AI with a couple startups and a PhD, and since 2013, I've been in the world of blockchain. Uh, and Since 2017, focusing on Ocean Protocol, which is its goal is to help level the playing field around data and AI, such that even independent researchers can have the same access to solve problems as someone in a large enterprise. Um, and how I got into token engineering, all the way along, I'm a builder, I'm an engineer, I'm a huge nerd. So I like to build things and all that. And we were designing Ocean in the early days. This was early 2017. And I just found that there was a collection of different ideas, proposals, and so on, but there really didn't seem to be much of a community to discuss this or any label even around this. So um, I started writing about it. At first, I was calling it by other labels, and then from discussions with Zargum and others, it made sense that the label, token engineering would be a great label. So I was there in the earlier days. I haven't spent as much time in the community the last couple of years, although I like to spend as much time as I can. Just my time is stretched very thin. So yeah, that's how I've been involved. And I generally like to contribute simply as a practitioner. But I see the importance of token engineering, I always have, and talks, et cetera, too. So that's kind of, yeah, my background, how I got into it, and how I try to help drive the field forward. And build a tool here and there, too.
I'm based on the west coast of Canada. I've got a background in computing science. I've got a master's degree from Simon Fraser University with a specialization in data science and machine learning. Been into crypto from a financial perspective since about 2012. And in 2018, I founded a firm called Longtail Financial with a focus on quantitative finance, algorithmic trading, essentially a consulting firm working in the algorithmic trading space. In about 2019, 2020, I started to get oriented with this term token engineering through reading the publications of Block Science primarily. That led me to finding the Token Engineering Academy and the Token Engineering Commons, going through some Academy courses, and then getting oriented with the larger space adjacent to Ocean Protocol and following Trent's work as well, and getting some direct mentorship from Trent, a services firm. And since then, I've worked with my partner, Mike DeMello, on the call here, MD, the Llama, and we've served about 15 clients through Longtail across DeFi, NFT gaming, NFT pricing, marketplaces, and DAO construction primarily has been our sort of client focus. And yeah, I've also been working with the Token Engineering Commons since very early on, sessions on a weekly basis for some time, maybe a year and a half. And I've just recently jumped back into the TEC with a very active role, focusing on the subject matter expert signal injection into quadratic funding. So that's right now, that's my primary focus, is working on that as a product, as a data scientist. Really happy.
If you'd like to introduce yourself and kind of get some context of how you got into the field of token engineering in the first place. So if you want to introduce yourself, Octopus, we'd love to hear from you.
Hello, everyone. I am Octopus. I have been in crypto since about summer of 2014 and been in the TE community for about 2.5 years. I was one of the co-authors of the TE Fundamentals course, and I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all for being here. It really means a lot. Now, I want to start our discussion today giving our audience a little context for what token engineering actually is. I feel like this is a discussion that doesn't get enough attention because we all have our own individual perspectives on what it means to be a token engineer and what the act of token engineering actually entails. And I'd like to start off this conversation with a question with you, Trent. Since I believe you were one of the first to use the term token engineering, What is token engineering, and when did you realize that this was a nascent field of investigation that needed to be developed in a similar manner to any other form of engineering?
Yeah, so maybe I'll just talk about things chronologically. I studied electrical engineering from 1994 till 19.